In downtown Memphis, a ceremony was held honoring the historical impact of a site that was key in launching Memphis's rockabilly movement. A historical marker was unveiled at the corner of 3rd and Madison Avenue, paying homage to the Goodwin Institute Building Auditorium. In the 1950s, the building was home to live country music. The Saturday Night Jamboree was the name of the show. Artists like Johnny Cash, Lee Atkins, and the King himself, Elvis Presley, all made some of their first appearances on the program.
He was an established country music star who wasn't afraid to share the spotlight with young talent. Joe Manuel, the rockabilly shows he created in the 1950s were honored with the unveiling of a historical marker by the Memphis Landmark Commission. As Fox 13's Les Smith tells us, the downtown event, it paid homage to a man who first showcased the talents of entertainers like Johnny Cash and Elvis Presley. Les joins us live in the studio. Les?
Hey, DJ, and just a musical ribbon tied up in a bow. You know, he'd recorded what would prove to be a classic hit song. But like a lot of up-and-coming artists in the early 1950s, Elvis Presley needed live appearances to really connect with his fans. And Joe Manuel proved to be the genie in the bottle for Elvis and a host of other great talents.
1, 2, 3.
It was among the first musical sounds a young man from Tupelo would embrace. But Elvis Presley wasn't the only young artist or fan moved by a rhythmic hybrid beat called rockabilly.
They started embracing the blues music. They started performing blues music, but it took a twist with the southern accent and the guitar as a new instrument and everything. But essentially, it was the country guys doing blues music.
As a popular country music star dating back to the 1930s, Memphian Joe Manuel also knew a good thing when he heard it. So by 1953, Manuel, who had mentored a group of entertainers and unknown artists, decided to showcase their talents. Joining up with radio station KWEM, the Saturday Night Jamboree sprang to life. And for the next 2 years, inside the cavernous second-floor auditorium of the former Goodwin Institute building, Memphis Rockabilly's first breakout artists were born, including a certain hip shaker from Tupelo and an appliance salesman from Arkansas.
He figured that maybe they might make something out of themselves if they had a venue to show their talent to the public. Totally unknown people that in a matter of time would become some of the most famous people in America. He was amazed at their success. They took off more than anybody could even imagine.
Nor could Manuel have imagined that his accomplishments and the live shows he created would be honored with the unveiling of a state historical landmark on the former site of the Jamborees, now in the plaza of the First Tennessee Bank building downtown. With his son Larry and the rest of his family beaming with pride, the Memphis Landmarks Commission unveiled the marker appropriately on Monday, which would have been Manuel's 100th birthday. Serenaded by the rockabilly stylings of the Memphis band Stunning Cunning, the spirit of those Jamboree shows and the man who brought them to life seemed alive and well.
900 people could show up, and they could do 1 or 2 or 3 songs, and it gave an opportunity to get in front of an audience and see how they went over.
The Jamboree was, never intended to be this sort of vehicle. It was just something that was in the right place at the right time.
And that made it all right, Mama. Any way you choose. Daryl, I thought I saw you in the crowd.
No, you didn't call me. You were supposed to.
You weren't the one with
the straw hat?
No, the chewing tobacco. Yes, that was him.
No, that was me. But that was outside the building.
In so many ways.
The popularity of rockabilly still remains strong in Europe, where sellout shows are almost guaranteed. Yeah. Les Smith, Fox 13 News.